Hello Gemini, I'm doing things a bit different. We're going to do a very brief week reading for you for the week of the 5th to the 11th of June. We'll just do one ping of the sound bowl just to tune into the energy. So if you'd like to have a nice breath in and exhale. Okay Gemini, let us see what this week will bring you. Literally 3 cards. First card will be the theme you'll be exploring this week. Excuse me. Then the unexpected, and then some advice from Spirit. Okay. And I will be cutting the deck. Okay. Right, your theme. The Knight of Pentacles. In the area of your unexpected, we have the Queen of Wands. And then your advice from Spirit, Judgment. Okay, so you are treating this week as slow and steady wins the race. This week, Gemini, you are all about making sure all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted, looking at the finer details, being very methodical and slow and thorough in your approach to work. And the reason you're doing that is because it's affecting what you get out in the world. So it's about kind of, it feels like you are just getting things a little bit decluttered in the home, maybe a bit of a spring clean. You're pulling out old things. You basically, what you're doing is you're making life a little bit easier for you in the future by really getting to the crux of a situation. Okay, I'm feeling like the home space. I'm feeling about like your pentacles. So perhaps you're looking at your savings, or if you're negative, perhaps you're looking at any debt that you have. Maybe looking at a bit of consolidation there. You're looking at the finer details of things, and even though it's taking you a while to plod through, it's telling me, I mean, the Knight of the Pentacles is the most reliable knight in the deck, okay, because he gets things done. And yes, he may be slow, but you can damn well count on it that he's going to get it done. So that's where you're really kind of looking in areas of your life to where can you slow down, where can you make sure that things don't crop up later, where can you make sure that you're not being sort of caught up in the air a little bit, loads of ideas, loads of information, and not actually getting on and doing it. You are focused now this week about slow and steady wins the race, okay? So it's like you're deliberately putting on the brakes, and you are really looking at the details, okay? Finding very practical measures. Now, it could be that it's affecting your finances, but anything that you're doing, even within regards to the home, I think is really, really beneficial for you, okay? Now, for those of you who are kind of more like thinking about your partner, your romantic partner, or if you're wanting more love to come into your life, okay, it's about kind of making sure that the groundwork is done, okay? You're not wanting to kind of like push the boat out. You're not wanting to sort of overextend yourself. You're kind of managing and balancing your time, okay, quite well. Now, it's a good theme to be exploring, because guess what? The unexpected, we got the Queen of Wands, and that is a total opposite of this energy. Okay, now the Queen of Wands, we've had a lot of court cards coming with these readings that I've been doing. Queen of Wands, it feels like it is somebody external to you, okay? It could be a boss figure, it could be someone, a love interest, male or female, doesn't matter, okay? It could be a love interest, someone who's very charismatic, very out there, make stuff happen, a bit of a roller coaster ride when they arrive on a scene and then they suddenly dash off again. They're very, very quick, they make things happen, okay? And this could be quite unexpected for you, particularly if your focus is, ooh, I just need to sort this out, and I just need to sort that out because I know that's going to help me long term. And then all of a sudden this whirlwind comes right in. So it could be someone I'm feeling at the workplace. I mean, it could even be a family member or friend, of course. Take it as it resonates. But this person has got an edge to them. Okay, they can sometimes have the ability to rub you up the wrong way, particularly if you are experiencing the opposite energy of them at this time. But it is, I would say, very needed. So for some of you who are in the workplace, perhaps you're working for a company and you have like this person who's a superior or even a colleague, but who's kind of trying to rush things on, making things happen. And you're like, wait a second, I need to do this properly. I can't just sort of jump ahead. I need to kind of make sure I have all my ducks in a row and have all the information that I need to be able to make an informed decision or progress. Okay, so that could be rubbing up the wrong way. For others of you, I'm picking up this kind of neighbor feeling as well, whereby nothing you can do is right. So perhaps you've taken your bins out and they haven't, they've always got something to say about it, and it's just a bit like, okay, just chill, dude. It's that sort of feeling I'm getting. Whatever the case may be, you've got to remember that the Queen of Wands has a lot of good positive energy in them too. Okay, so there is something that's happening here because it's unexpected. It comes out of the woodwork. All right, it disrupts your flow, and your flow this week is slow and steady wins a race. I'm going to do things at my time, my pace, because then I know it'll get done. All of that, right? This Queen of Wands is the unexpected. So it has the ability to make you kind of go, wait a second, what? It disrupts your energy, all right? What Spirit here is saying with the advice card is there's a judgment call that needs to be made, okay? So this is why this Queen of Wands energy is quite full on, because we've got two opposing energies here. It's pushing you in the direction of needing to make a judgment call, all right? So for example, you had, you were in a romantic relationship, but you're sort of taking it slow and you're doing all the right things. You're being very courteous, very considerate, very thoughtful, doing stuff rather than always saying stuff, you know. And perhaps the partner, represented as a Queen of Wands, although it doesn't have to be male or female, okay, take it as it resonates. Maybe they all just kind of, well, where's the passion? Where's the, you know, where's the love? Where's the craziness, you know? And it may put you in a position of, okay, I need to make a judgment call. Like, maybe I need to step up my game. Maybe this person isn't right for me. Maybe we need to kind of meet in the middle. You see, the judgment call obviously is a judgment call, but it can be one of two things. It can either get rid of something or decide to resurrect something, okay? Either way, whatever happens, when that judgment call is made, the way you look at life and the way this is impacting you is going to be very, very different, okay, moving forward. Simple as. So life will take on a different flavor as of the following week, next week, right? You definitely, so Spirit here is really kind of saying judgment needs to be made here. This is very, very important. There's two opposing conflicting energies that need to somehow come together and work together. So for example, if you have a boss type figure who is putting on a lot of pressure and maybe a little bit kind of abrasive in their manner, okay, it's just passion. It's just passion that is misinterpreted sometimes, okay? If they're very impassioned and they're very fiery or feisty or ballsy, it could really have an impact on your work and how you do your work. So say for example, you needing to take your time, the person cuts your deadline in half, and then it's that question of, well, you've got to decide then. There's a judgment call. Can I make this work, or do I need to change my game up? So with the judgment call, it is really calling you to question your approach, your methods, It's asking you to try something new. So there is a sense, I'm feeling a sense of, it's asking you to try and be a little bit more flexible, but not go too much the other way either. So there's some flexibility involved, but really the flexibility comes in actually making a decision. Rather than plodding along and see what happens as and when it comes, it's basically saying this Queen of Wands energy is pushing you to be very assertive this week. Okay? Know your mind, know how you feel about things, know what you can take on, be honest with yourself and see if there are ways that you can be a little bit more flexible, or whether you have the time to take any more on. Okay, perhaps it's about taking a new approach to your home, your finances, your sense of like status in the world. It's basically, the judgment call is basically saying, look at your values and see where they need to be maybe readdressed, because your valuing system is your only kind of navigational tool. Okay, and when we get triggered by other people, or we're happy with this within a situation, it's all relative to our values. Okay, so it's really asking you to really pay attention to your values this week, honor them, and see if you can stretch yourself a little bit further, because ultimately whatever judgment call you need to make, it's going to be changing what you've been doing up until now. So you might as well kind of get used to that kind of energy. All right. So I hope that helped you. I wish you all the best for the week. If you did like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in personal reading, you can check out my website, loveitormore.com. Information in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.